And a very pleasant good evening, and we welcome you to the VC Sportsplex for Ventura College Pirate Football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. We are underway in this Week 2 matchup. Number 16 in California, San Diego Mesa College, paying a visit to Ventura to take on the number 3 ranked Pirates. 2nd and 10 for San Diego Mesa. They have the ball first from their own 23-yard line with Gunnar Gray at their controls. 4 wide receiver set. He has the snap, inside handoff. Not much there. A gain of maybe a yard. Josh Butler on the carry for the Olympians, who now face a 3rd and 9. First minute of play here, a rare 4 o'clock start for this matchup between Mesa and Ventura College. Gunnar Gray will bring it to the line, facing a 3rd and 9 against a Pirate defense coming off a very strong outing in Week 1 that saw them beat Moore Park College 62-5. For their part, as the pass is incomplete, looking for Antoine Sullivan. That'll bring up 4th down. Just to finish the point for their part, San Diego Mesa, also very impressive in a Week 1 win, 31-0 over West LA. So a couple of defenses come in playing very, very well early in this 2021 campaign. And it's a quick 3 and out for the Pirate defense. And that'll bring on the punting unit. Terrell Vaughn waits back at his own 36-yard line for the kick. Good kick. Vaughn going to signal for a fair catch and make it at the 39. That is a punt of 37 yards with no return, and good field position for the Pirates for their first possession here in the first quarter. Donovan Warren on the punt and give him 37 yards. And here comes the Pirate offense in the home black jerseys. Jordan Pachot will lead the Pirate offense. He didn't get the start last week. Vince Valea got the start, but Pachot will be the starter moving forward. Quick swing pass looking for Chuck Wick on the far side with some running room. Out near midfield. It's going to be near first down yardage. It'll come down to the spot, and that was Julian Kelly actually coming out of the backfield. Kelly among a cadre of backs that will see action. You can expect to see Derek West along with Chuck Wick. We would expect James Miles, and this is Kelly on the carry trying to string this one out on the left side, and he is swarmed under for a loss on the play. Sean Moskowitz, the sophomore linebacker, among the first to get there. So a loss of a couple. It was Moskowitz with a little loss of 2. And it's 2nd down and 12 for the Pirates. They'll send a man in motion. 4-man rush, good pocket for Pachot. Guns it over the middle, complete. Big play for the Pirates. This is going to be a Pirate touchdown. Brady Sturdivant. We're going to show you the replay here. And this all starts with great protection up front. And then Sturdivant able to get to the inside and then beyond his defender. Nobody home, and Sturdivant goes 52 yards for a Pirate touchdown with 13:11 remaining in the opening quarter. And the Pirates, who won big at Moore Park, they're off to a fast start here at home. In their 2021 home opener, Arroyo's extra point is up and good. The Pirates draw first blood. They lead at 7-0. Early going here, first quarter. From the VC Sportsplex, it's Pirate football at SoCalCollegeSports.com. When you're ready, just count me in. Kickoff underway. Taken on the far side at the 15-yard line, and a short return. That was Jordan Young, who was actually an up back on that return. Check that. Let's get that right. It was Michael Harkins moving up to take that at the 15, but a short return. They'll spot it at the 21, so a return of just 6 yards, and San Diego Mesa will start there with their second possession. They trail it 7-0 after the touchdown pass. Pachot to Sturtevant gave the Pirates the early lead. Receivers left and right on 1st and 10 for Gunnar Gray. You can expect to see Gunnar Gray along with Quincy Welch, both seeing time at quarterback here tonight for San Diego Mesa. Interesting, in our discussion with Gary Watkins this week, talked about both Gray and Welch being principal contributors at the quarterback position, but not a whole lot of difference between them. A lot of similarities. Strong-arm quarterbacks who work primarily from the pocket, good enough athletes to buy themselves some time, but they'll do the damage throwing the football for the most part. Meanwhile, whistles on the snap, and this will back up San Diego Mesa 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 15.
Number 65, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the false start penalty, first flag of the game. And it'll be 1st and 15 as Gray will look for the play. He's flanked by Josh Butler, who will be the lead tailback, but again, as is the case with many teams that we see here, there'll be a series of running backs before it's all said and done. Under pressure, Gray buying himself some time, directing traffic downfield. Now just has to tuck it under. He'll head out of bounds after a pickup of perhaps a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14. Good pressure from the Pirates up front. Jonah Rubidou bringing the pressure, and Gray flushed and finally just had to tuck it under. So the 1-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 14. Just to finish the point, Butler did have a tough week last week in the opener for San Diego Mesa. Deep pass, a lot of contact, and here comes the flag. No question about it on the far side. Looking for Anthony Gilpin. And if we get the replay here, and we'll show it to you from another angle there, that's a great job. And you can see this one here, and there is no question about the penalty. So that will erase the 2nd and 14 and give San Diego Mesa a 1st down. Just to finish the point on Butler, well, San Diego Mesa as a team ran the ball well last week. Butler did have his struggles, rushing 11 times for 8 yards, and it doesn't figure to get a whole lot easier here against a Pirate defense that comes in playing very well. 1st and 10 after the penalty. Pistol formation, blitz coming. They give to Butler through a little hole, twisting his way forward, met by Callaway at the 35. Gain of about 3. So Sirocco and Callaway on the stop. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. It's Cale Patterson who has checked into the game. And again, the Pirates crowd the line. They'll show blitz. Gray taking his time. Another Pirate blitz coming. The throw near side to Sullivan is complete, but he is hit and dropped immediately after a gain of 4. Markel Yeast with the stop, but Sullivan picks up 4 yards, and it brings up a 3rd down and 1. Actually, with the spot, they'll give Sullivan 6 yards. So 3rd and 1 for San Diego Mesa last week. Mesa did have some struggles on 3rd down. But they face a 3rd and 1 here. 11:22 and counting remaining. We're just underway in the first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Inside handoff, falling forward. Patterson able to get the first down. He picks up a couple of yards on a 3rd and 1 to move the chains. That's a big first down for San Diego Mesa. Watching the Pirates strike quickly on their first possession. If you're the Olympians, you'd love to take a little time off the clock, get some momentum back, any kind of a drive to help turn things around here in the early going. Quick bubble screen to Sullivan. He is brought down after a modest gain, maybe a yard. Again, matched up with Yeast on that near side, and Yeast again up to the challenge, brings him down after a short gain. 2nd down and 9. Sullivan leads a solid troop of wide receivers for San Diego Mesa. He had a couple of touchdowns in the victory over West LA last week. Seeing the Pirates pretty tight on the line with a number of players. They continue to really challenge this Olympian offense early. Quick throw over the middle, and it is caught in Pirate territory near first down yardage. Deshaun Owens with the reception. Cale Jackson, a returner from 2018, back with the Pirates this season. Makes the stop, but Owens' catch good enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the Olympians. Couple of first downs on this drive that started back at their own 21. And Gray starting to settle in. Has the snap. Another quick throw working the near side. Sullivan against Yeast, and it's another catch for Sullivan. A gain of 6 to the 40. Brings up a 2nd down and 4. We've seen 4 short throws to Sullivan early, and you wonder when we might see a shot downfield. They seem to have it pretty well set up. And will they perhaps try some kind of double move with Sullivan, as Yeast is now up very tight in coverage as they line up here on a 2nd and 4. So Gray looks over the defense, has the snap, now has some trouble with it. Back behind him, he's just got to fall on it. Back in Olympian territory at the 47. That is a loss of 13. What a huge gaffe for San Diego Mesa. They were on the move with a 2nd and 4. They had it in Pirate territory, but this one just squirts through the hands of Gunnar Gray. And it's a loss of 13. And that makes it 3rd down and 16 to go. And if you're the Pirates defensively, just when you're back on your heels, maybe just a bit, you get a play like that, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and forever. Now you got a chance to get off the field. Quick snap to Gray. Good protection, fires over the middle, catch is made. Back in Pirate territory at the 39. That's about 3 yards shy of a first down, as it's Noah Arajo with the reception, and now a late flag comes in. And I'm trying to get a number. It looked to me like it might have been Ralph Navarro. We got the replay for you here, and something clearly very upsetting. Again, I want to see if I have the number right. It looks like it's Ralph Navarro. And he was hot about something, and he slammed the football down, and that's what brings the penalty. So they're going to tack on some yardage at the end of the play. It looks like it's just 5 yards that they're going to tack on, and that is incredibly frustrating if you're a Pirate fan, as they had him stopped. Arajo's catch was still about 3 yards shy of first down yardage, but I don't know what it was that got Navarro so upset. But he clearly had a visceral reaction after the play. That brings the flag, and it continues the drive. First down carry. Cale Patterson continues in the backfield. And James Tuiumi with the stop, but not before Patterson picks up 8 yards. That's probably the best carry of the game so far for San Diego Mesa, and perhaps reflective of the confidence that they pick up after picking up the third down thanks to the completion and then the penalty. This drive continues. Back to Patterson on a counter. That is wrapped up in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Anthony Martinez sliding over to make the stop. That was well diagnosed by the Pirate defense up front as the Olympians tried a little misdirection with a counter, and that was going nowhere. A loss of a yard, second down and 11 upcoming for San Diego Mesa. This drive started back at their own 21-yard line, trying to answer back after the early Pirate touchdown. Now it's 6:56 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. Receivers left and right for Gunnar Gray. They send Jackson in motion. Play action, looking left, and the pass incomplete. Not sure that Gray and his target Timian Jackson was the intended target, and it looked like Gray was expecting him to break that route off a little bit sooner. Good pressure from the Pirates up front. And now it's 3rd and 11 for San Diego Mesa. Patterson will return in the backfield, replacing Butler. Well, the Olympians already faced a 3rd and 16 earlier in this drive. Now it's a 3rd and 11 as they'll overload the far side, working it from right to left here in the first quarter. Gray pop flies, looking into the end zone, and the pass incomplete, just off the fingertips of Timian Jackson. And that'll bring up 4th down, and we'll likely see a field goal attempt for Dominic Camacho. This would be 43 yards. There is a lot of wind down on the field, and it's a crosswind. Well, I might have lost it down there. I thought that was 3rd down. But apparently from the 26, San Diego Mesa was facing a 4th down and elected to take a shot, trying to get the first down rather than kick the field goal. As I say, very windy conditions, so not an easy kick for Camacho. First down handoff, bouncing off tackles. It's a big gain for Kelly out near midfield. Well, it's a talented group of backs here, but when I talk to Steve Mushagian, as Kelly gets all the way to the 45, that's a rumble of 29 yards. He spoke in glowing terms about Julian Kelly and said, hey, this may be the most talented back we've got. And you could see right there the kind of playmaking ability that Kelly had. That's a play that was stuffed after about 4 or 5 yards. And Kelly broke a couple of tackles and then found his way clear. Turned it into a big gain. They try the double move and the pass incomplete. They were looking for Kevin Tate on the near side. The pass incomplete, and it's a 2nd down and 10. It was Andrew Trevelyan who had the coverage on Tate, and it was good coverage. 2nd down and 10. Pirates send a man in motion, high snap, but the Kelly gets the handoff, I should say, and he is wrapped up after a gain of about a yard. Well, Chuck Wick had been the starter going all the way back to 2019 and right into last week as Blaze Zito gets the stop on Kelly, bringing up a 3rd down and 9. But it's Kelly here today, and I know that Wick was forced to miss some time in a COVID protocol, which is just a part and parcel, goes with the territory here in 2021. And so he is working his way back, though Wick had a very good game in the opener against Moore Park a week ago. Pachot in trouble, throws on the run, and the pass incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Vaughn, and the Pirate drive stalls after the big Kelly run at the Mesa 44-yard line. It's 4th down and 9, and we'll expect to see Garth White and the Pirate punting unit 5:16 remaining here in the first quarter with Ventura leading San Diego Mesa 7-0.
Number 16, Michael Harkins. Back in punt formation. Number 33, Garth White.
So Garth White waits at his own 41-yard line. And he'll look to pin San Diego Mesa back deep. High snap, but White does a good job getting down with it. Short kick, and this will roll dead at the 22. That's a punt of just 22 yards, maybe even only 21, as it looks like they're going to spawn it at the 23. That's a missed opportunity for Ventura College, punting from the Mesa 44. You're certainly hoping in that situation, if you're a Pirate fan, that you can pin them deep. And instead, Mesa gets a bit of a break here. They'll come out of it with decent field position at their own 23. Third possession upcoming for San Diego Mesa, with Ventura leading it 7-0. Quincy Welch will come on at quarterback for San Diego Mesa, and this will be his first series at the helm after we saw Gunnar Gray for the first couple of possessions, and Gray was pretty good in that last possession, which ultimately stalled out as they turned it over on downs in Pirate territory. Butler on the carry, and another good push up front, 8 yards for Butler. That matches his total from a week ago on 1 carry. And that's got to be a welcome sight if you're Josh Butler. Finally found a little running room. And now it's 2nd and 2 for the Olympians, and a lot of possibilities here. Quick snap to Welch. They'll keep it on the ground. And Butler spins away from the first tackle, but not away from the second. He'll get a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd down and a short 1. Now a late flag comes in again. What's the call going to be here? We already saw the Pirates hurt themselves with a 3rd down penalty earlier in this first quarter. It came from the near side in the Pirates' secondary. And this is where you might expect to see some kind of personal foul call, something after the whistle. As I say, it came in late. And we'll
After the play was over, personal foul, number 36 on the defense. 15 yards at the end of the run.
And that is last week's Defensive Player of the Week for the Pirates, Drew Carter, who draws the personal foul after the whistle. And he can only assume that the Pirates may be a little keyed up for the home opener. And talk about a home opener. This isn't your usual home opener. This is the home opener after a full year off. But you can't hurt yourself with penalties. And the personal foul there takes it out to the 47-yard line and gives San Diego Mesa a 1st down. Welch throws over the middle, and that is incomplete. Off the hands of his intended target.
Quincy Welch's pass intended for number 17, Antoine.
And it was Antoine Sullivan working over the middle and got his mitts on it, but couldn't come down with it. And a 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Sullivan a week ago, 3 catches for 89 yards, but as I mentioned earlier, 2 of those went for touchdowns. So he is a big play threat for San Diego Mesa as they face a 2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Looking right. And the pass incomplete, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. Working on that far side, trying to get a number. Looked like Anthony Gilpin, and Gilpin broke off that route early. Meanwhile, Welch lobbed it deep. So miscommunication and no chance, and now it's 3rd down and 10 for Mesa at their own 47. 4:03 remaining in the first quarter. Blitz coming. Welch trying to step up, and he's sacked. Joe Hernandez off the edge.
Sacked by number 90, Joe Hernandez.
And we're going to give you a look. Last week, the Pirates had a couple of sacks in the 62-5 win over Moore Park, but anytime you shut down an opposing offense like that, it speaks to getting consistent pressure. And Welch on 3rd and long didn't have a lot of time. And Hernandez able to get there and get the sack. That'll bring on Donovan Warren. And another good kick from Warren. Fielded on one hop inside the 10 by Vaughn. Vaughn with a little move. He's in open field at the 35-40, 45-50. Down to the 40, 35-30. This is going to be a Pirate touchdown.
Touchdown, Pirates. 91-yard return by number 13, Terrell Vaughn.
Well, if you remember back to 2019, Terrell Vaughn, we were mentioning him about every 30 seconds on our broadcast because he was just that much of a playmaker in this Pirate offense, as he had a huge season leading the team in receptions and yards, double-digit touchdowns. Well, now let's throw in special teams to what Terrell Vaughn does for this team, as they put him back to return punts. And he electrifies this crowd with a 91-yard return. The Pirates strike on special teams. They now lead at 14-0 late in the first quarter. You're watching Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Nice.
Deep to receive the kickoff for San Diego. Number 6, Kamon Jackson. Number 14, Cameron Brown. Taking off number 30, Alberto Arroyo.
Yep. Timian Jackson, Cameron Brown back to receive the kick. Big plays, the order of the day for the Pirates. Here in their home opener against San Diego Mesa, a big touchdown pass from Pachot to Brady Sturtevant. And moments ago, a 91-yard punt return for a touchdown by Terrell Vaughn. Here's the approach and the kick away. It's Brown from the 12, out to the 20, 25, 30. Stiff arms a man at the 35 and heads out of bounds, out past the 40 at the 41. Good return for Cameron Brown, 29 yards, and good field position for San Diego Mesa. And if you're the Olympians, you need an answer here, as the Pirates have struck on offense and on special teams, and they've moved out to a 14-0 lead. Quincy Welch back at quarterback. They'll overload the far side on first down. And it's been a strong effort all the way around for the Pirates, as they have blanked San Diego Mesa in this first quarter. So good job defensively. And we've seen what they've done offensively and on special teams. In fact, if you're the Pirates, about the only thing you could maybe look at in this first quarter is a couple of ill-advised penalties, perhaps, but otherwise, they've been pretty dominating. Keep it on the ground. Butler trying to gain the edge, now cuts it back, lowers the shoulder, he's out to the 45. It's a good effort by Butler. Danye Dixon moving up for the stop after a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 upcoming for the Olympians. And if you're the Olympians, you got to be a little bit shell-shocked in this first quarter. If you look at it play by play, they've really held their own. As I said moments ago, the order of the day is the two enormous plays, one on offense, one on special teams, and that's the difference. Perhaps the biggest drive of the game came for San Diego Mesa on their second drive, which eventually stalled deep in Pirate territory. But they've had some chances. But the scoring has belonged to the Pirates. Pass intended for Jackson. is overthrown and incomplete, and now a big 3rd and 6 for San Diego Mesa. I referenced the third downs a week ago, and actually San Diego Mesa was pretty solid on third down a week ago, 9 of 17, and they face a big one here, a 3rd and 6, and they need to keep the football. And not only do they need to keep the football, they need to get some points on the board. I know it's early, but you're already down 14-0, and you don't want to give the ball back to the Pirates, give them a chance to extend on that lead. Welch has the snap, 4-man rush, pocket collapsing, throws, and it's picked off! Pirate defense generates a turnover. Donye Dixon with the pick, and we'll get the replay here. And you can see Dixon really just sitting down in coverage. This is a great job by Dixon, as it really looks like he just baits this throw. Keep an eye on Dixon around midfield if we're going to run this one here. And he's got his eyes in the backfield. He's watching Welch. And steps in front. Good hands, Dixon with the interception. And it's Pirate football at their own 49, an opportunity to really break this one open early. If they could find pay dirt here. Peugeot stepping up, has time, double pumps, squeezes it in for the completion into Mesa territory. Tate with the reception at the 37-yard line. Brought down by Anthony Hadnot, but not before Tate has enough for the first down. The Pirates quickly on the move. 14-0 lead, and they're looking for more. They try the counter, and good running room. Chuck Wick with his first carry, and he gets to the second level. He's very near the first down marker, but it looks like he's a little shy. About a 9.5-yard gain, and it's 2nd and short. Now for the Pirates from the Mesa 27. They'll go right back to Wick over his left guard, and he falls forward to the 25. That is good enough for a first down. So a couple of carries for Chuck Wick, and the Pirates move the chains. Ezra Christensen with the stop. Pirates with a fresh set of downs. Now Peugeot will take a little time. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. The Pirates looking for more as they already lead at 14-0. Wick, little stutter step. Now he drags the pile for a gain of about 4. Blaze Zito with the stop. Zito had the lineman's dream last week in the 31-0 win. A fumble recovery for a touchdown in the 31-0 victory over West LA. Gets the stop here on Wick. And a 2nd down and 6 for the Pirates, who are going to run another play before the end of this first quarter. 19 seconds and counting. Peugeot has the snap. Blitz coming for Mesa. Good protection. Man open. Touchdown, Pirates. Terrell Vaughn drags the foot, gets it down. And how about Peugeot to Vaughn? And I got to tell you, just watching the tail end of that play, that screams double move by Terrell Vaughn, because he was about 5 yards clear. They'll get the extra point, Beretti, but let's take one more look here and watch this one again. And Vaughn from the bottom of your screen, as Peugeot has great protection against the blitz. And you can see the defender goes down there, and that helps Vaughn work his way clear, but Peugeot drops it in perfectly. The extra point is up and good. Still 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter, as Terrell Vaughn has a touchdown return and a touchdown reception here in this first quarter. And how about quarterback Jordan Peugeot? He has been outstanding. As we said last week, Vince Walea got the start as Peugeot came off the bench, but when I talked about the quarterback position with Steve Mushagian, he said that Jordan Peugeot is the guy who will handle the starting duties this season, and in his words, it's, hey, expect big things. And he's another in a long line of great quarterbacks that have come through this Pirate system. So he is a talented young quarterback, and he comes into a great system here that has been so successful for so many years, grooming quarterbacks to continue their careers. And Pachot certainly has shown more than flashes of brilliance here in this first quarter with a couple of touchdown passes. All Pirates early. They lead at 21-0. The kick away taken at the 5. It's Jackson up the near side at the 25 where he is met and dropped, and that will close out the first quarter through 1. Ventura College with a 21-0 lead over San Diego Mesa. You are watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Start of the second quarter, and San Diego Mesa will have it at their own 25, 1st and 10. Gunnar Gray back on at quarterback for the Olympians, who trail this one big. Tough assignment here against the number 3 ranked Pirates in the state of California, and Butler with the first down carry gets to the 29 for a gain of 4. And I should correct that now that was the final play of the first quarter. A little trouble with the clock here, the VC Sportsplex. And Butler's carry brings the first quarter to a close. 2nd and 6. Step aside briefly. Rejoin you for the second quarter. 21-0 Pirates on the VC Sports Network. At 21-0. The Pirates getting it done in all phases. Both teams with impressive wins in week 1, but it's the Pirates who have carried it over here into week 2, at least early on. Jumping on the Olympians early. Gray at the controls. I like Gunnar Gray's composure at the line as the Pirates kind of shift around, and he calmly just sets the scene. That one tipped and caught by Sullivan. Very nearly intercepted. What a great concentration by Antoine Sullivan working over there against Tuiimi. And Tuiimi jumped that route. Watch this here, and you'll see on the replay. And he had that one well diagnosed, and he got his hands on it, and that ball in the air, but then Sullivan able to snatch it. And in so doing, pick up first down yardage. What a great job by Antoine Sullivan. First down and 10 from the 32. And that was near disaster for San Diego Mesa. First down carry, it's Butler. Out to the 40, a gain of 3. Stand back with the stop from his defensive end spot. After Butler picks up 3 yards, it's 2nd down and 7. Couple of changes for San Diego Mesa as Jackson returns. They'll send 3 to the far side and leave Antoine Sullivan solo to the near side for this 2nd and 7 play. And now Gray wants a timeout. Here come the flags. And you wonder if perhaps this was delay of game. Interesting, they don't have the play clock here on the field anywhere that I can see. So that is a tough assignment for the quarterbacks in this one. And it's a false start penalty, not delay of game. But I think for Gunnar Gray, Quincy Welch, Jordan Pachot, and the quarterbacks, you don't have the luxury of picking out that play clock and maybe knowing where you are on that. As I'm scanning the field, and it looks like they don't have it here. Nonetheless, the false start penalty backs them up 5 yards, and 2nd and 7 becomes 2nd and 12. Owens in motion. Blitz coming. Good protection. Looking deep, and it's incomplete off the hands of Jackson. Well, in the words of my buddy and longtime broadcast partner, Mike Cepeda, wow! Because Jackson was behind the defense, and this one was dropped in nicely by Gray. Let's watch the replay here. Jackson gets himself free, and yeah, it's not always the easiest catch over the shoulder as you're Jackson. You're kind of looking back and trying to come up with that football. But I can pretty well bet that Jackson will tell you right now that he'd love to have another chance at that football. That was off both hands and potentially a huge play for San Diego Mesa. Instead, it's an incompletion in 3rd and 12 now. Gray. Pop flies the near side. He wants Sullivan. Sullivan comes down with the football, and it's a catch. What a job by Antoine Sullivan working against Danye Dixon. And I've got Sullivan with 4 receptions here in this first half, and that was a big one into Pirate territory at the 38, and now Mesa wants to move quickly. Quick screen to Sullivan, looking for a block, and he weaves his way forward for a gain of about 7 yards. They're going to spot it at the 31, where it'll be 2nd down and 3. So Sullivan racking up the receptions. This is a pretty nice job after the catch to read his blocks, and that play initially looked like there wasn't much happening there. But Sullivan able to gain positive yardage. They'll spot it at the 32, where it'll be 2nd down and 4. And now there's a little discussion after the play. I didn't see a flag, but let's see what the call is. Our referee today is Jay Drury. Well, initially, San Diego Mesa wanted to move very quickly. And this is a flag. Okay, it's a penalty against Ventura. It's an illegal substitution. So they are going to erase the play and take the penalty. So this should be 1st and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. Three wide receivers out to the left. Gray has San Diego Mesa on the move at the Pirate 33. Has the snap. Patterson with a little move in the backfield. And now lowers the shoulder. Good hard running down to the 29-yard line. Stand back again on the stop. But that's a gain of 4 yards and a 2nd down and 1. And now, again, the Olympians want to move quickly. Owens not sure where to go. Now they'll send him back to the far side as San Diego Mesa in the road whites working it from left to right here in the 2nd quarter. 12-12 and counting. Remaining here in the first half, Ventura with the 21-0 lead. Gray continues to take his time. Pirates showing blitz. Here they come. Gray looking left, throwing left, and the pass is high and incomplete. Off the hands of his intended target, to Sean Owens. That brings up a 3rd down and 1 from the Ventura 29-yard line. That is a dangerous throw from Gunnar Gray. And you can see Yeast working on that far side now against Owens. And Yeast was hawking that ball. He was thinking about making a play for that ball. Didn't quite get there in time. The pass was a little high, and maybe it was a little lucky that it was. because Yeast is very tight in coverage on that defensive right side. 3rd and 1. Patterson on the inside carry, and he is brought down short of the line. 4th down and a long one for Mesa. And you got to believe they're going to go for it here. Adrian Sirocco with the stop as Patterson was thrown for a loss of about a yard. Well, we've already seen Mesa go for it on 4th and about 11 in the first quarter, so no question they're going to go for it here on 4th and a very short 2. Last week, Mesa was 1 for 1 on 4th down in the victory over West LA. And Gray brings the offense to the line. What do you do here? It's been hard sledding running the football so far. Play action. A designed roll. Gray looking downfield. Able to evade one tackler, but the pass incomplete. Looking for Owens. Standback brought the pressure, and Gray ran out of time. Finally had to throw back against his body looking for Owens, who was well covered. And for the second time today, the Pirates able to turn away San Diego Mesa on downs and get the football back. So they'll take over at their own 30-yard line, leading at 21-0. Well, the Pirate defense has bent maybe a little, but they have not broken. And they lead at 21-0. Pachot and the Pirate offense on. 10-12 remaining here in the first half. They keep it on the ground on 1st down on the left side, and a good push by that Pirate offensive line. Alex Tilley with his first carry. The sophomore out of Oxnard. A 9-yard run brings up 2nd down and 1. And what a luxury it is offensively when you can put yourself consistently in 2nd and short situations. And that's where the Pirates are right now after the 9-yard run by Tilley. 2nd down and 1. Play action. Short throw incomplete. Levante Boyd, the intended target. And Pachot with a little too much heat on that one. Off the hands of Boyd and incomplete. And a 3rd down and 1 for the Pirates, who want to move quickly. And now whistles come in and a flag on the far side. And it's a false start. So the Pirates trying to move quickly and get that play off on a 3rd and short, but instead they back themselves up 5 yards, and it becomes 3rd and 6. You would think with 62 points on the board that it was a foregone conclusion that the Pirates would be great on 3rd down in the victory over Moore Park last week, but not so. Actually only 2 of 10 on 3rd down, and the Pirates season after season among the leaders in 3rd down conversions. Part and parcel of having such a strong offense every year. But it's been a struggle early on. Tipped at the line and intercepted. Chris Alba with the pick. San Diego Mesa forces a turnover of their own and a chance to start to scratch their way back into this one. They'll take over at the Pirate 29. And this starts with good penetration up front. And a batted ball, and Alba in the right spot comes down with it. Big play for the Olympians. And now a short field and a chance to maybe get themselves on the board and start trying to claw their way back. Last week, the Pirates had just 1 turnover in the win at Moore Park, forcing 4 turnovers themselves. And it's their first one here today. Each team now with a turnover in this first half. And an opportunity for the Olympians. 1st down. Up the middle for a pickup of about a yard. Josh Butler on the carry. Standback starting to dominate this game defensively. Another stop as he brings down Butler after a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Gray has the snap. Good protection. Throws over the middle. Catch made by Owens. Down near the goal line. Reaches out. Touchdown, Mesa.
Winner Grace pass complete to number 80, Deshaun Owens, touchdown Olympian.
Well, we talk about it with the Pirates, and we'll talk about it here. It's good protection up front as the Pirates try to dial up the blitz. Owens on the crossing route, working one-on-one. Good pass, good catch, and Owens with a little reach at the goal line for the touchdown. And moments ago, the Pirates had a fourth down stop. They had the football. They had second and short. They were leading 21-0, and things were looking good. And an interception on third down, and Mesa turns it around, takes it in on the short field. Gray to Owens, and now we got a game. 21-6, extra point is pending as the turnover leads to a touchdown for the Olympians. Camacho was an interesting story last week in our talk with Gary Watkins, as there's another flag against Ventura. They'll assess that on the kickoff. It was another illegal substitution. We've seen that call a couple times here in the first half, but Camacho, 1 of 3 on field goals last week in the victory over West LA. When we talked about Gary Watkins, he made the point that one of the misses was from 52 yards, and they brought Camacho out there to try that kick, and he said he missed it by maybe a yard or two, but he thought that was actually his best kick of the day. And so he said, you can't really go by the numbers. We're really happy with Dominic Camacho and what he's doing right now, and we feel very confident that in the right situation, he's got the leg to potentially hit from really long range. So as always, you can't tell the story just off the stats. He puts the extra point through. 21-7. Mesa answers back. Pirates with the lead. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Julian Kelly, Gavin Brasker back deep for the Pirates. And the kick away. This one 5 yards deep, and Kelly's going to bring it out. Out to the 10. Tries to slip a tackle, but he's brought down at the 13. So poor field position for the Pirates to start this drive. 9:07 remaining here in the first half. And a 21-7 lead for Ventura College.
Kickoff was returned by number 8.
See how the Pirates respond.
Brought down by number 16, Michael Perkins. While he spotted at 13.
Some trouble on their last drive with the turnover.
Kickoff return, first and 10, Ventura.
And they'll start from the 13, and they keep it on the ground. Ahead to the 18, 5-yard run for Kelly, and a 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Pirates. Blaze Zito with the stop.
5-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 5.
Now they'll move Kelly to the left of Pachot. 3 wide receivers to the near side. The Pirates working from right to left. Straight ahead with Kelly again, and he is met by a trio of Mesa tacklers. A gain of about 4. Alba on the stop, and a big 3rd and 1 coming up for Ventura.
be 3rd and 1.
And the Pirates want to move quickly. Pachot has the snap. First down yardage for the Pirates. Kelly 3 straight times out to the 25, and he moves the chains. Well, right away the Pirates start to steady themselves offensively as they pick up a first down. Pachot fakes, throws over the middle, complete, finding Vaughn. Another big play for the Pirates. Vaughn still on his feet at midfield. Finally stood up and he absorbs a big hit but holds on to the football. Able to get to the Mesa 48-yard line. That is a gain of 27 yards for Terrell Vaughn. You know, sometimes for the complexity of the Pirate offense, it's so simple when you need a big play. Man, just look for Terrell Vaughn. And they find him. Working over the middle, 27 yards, and the Pirates are on the move. First down carry. Running room for Kelly down to the 41. It's an 8-yard run. Call it 7 for Kelly. And a 2nd down and 3 upcoming for Ventura. And the Pirates quickly back to the line. Clock continues to move. 3-man rush. Pachot, good coverage, steps up, now loses his footing, and he's taken down. That was Blaze Zito. And we'll watch the replay here, and this is great coverage in that Mesa secondary, and Pachot initially had good protection and started to lose his feet as Zito closed in, and then see Zito able to reach out and trip him up, get the sack. Meanwhile, they are going to mark off a penalty, so perhaps the sack for Zito going to come off the board, and instead Mesa going to accept the penalty. It's a personal foul. Now I'm a little surprised. Yeah, they're going to mark that from the original line of scrimmage. I would have thought after the play that might have been marked from the end of the play. But after the 7-yard run by Kelly, they had it at the 41. And then the 15-yard penalty would move it back to the 44, and that's where it is now. And now hold everything as we're watching online. Yes. Okay, so they had initially marked it off from the previous spot, but it should be marked off from the end of the play, which means the news goes from bad to worse if you're the Pirates, as the sack by Zito will be counted. And now it's 3rd, and as I total it up, it's 3rd and forever. As the football rests back on the Pirate 39. 3rd and 23 for the Pirates. So, yeah, what do they say? What kills drives? Penalties, sacks, and in this case, both. And the Pirates have themselves in some trouble, as now it's 3rd and 23. Pachot stepping up, now has to dump it short, and it's incomplete. So the Pirates had it on the move for a moment, but the Mesa defense stands up, gets a little help from a personal foul penalty, and the Pirate drive stalls, and we'll see Garth White in the punting unit. Michael Harkins waits for the kick back at his own 20-yard line. And with 6:37 remaining here in the first half, Mesa has steadied themselves in this one after they trailed at 21-0. Now it's 21-7. They're getting the football back. Good pressure, but White gets it away. A good kick. Harkins takes it at the 18. Makes a little move, and he's tripped up just shy of the 25. 43-yard punt, 6-yard return, and Mesa will have the football at their own 24, trailing at 21-7. Let's keep it here, and we'll see if we see Gunnar Gray again or Quincy Welch. So far, Gunnar Gray has been more than solid for the Olympians. here in this first half. They've had a couple of solid drives, couple of drives stalled with fourth down turnovers. But then the touchdown drive on the last drive after the Alba interception. Three wide receivers on 1st and 10 for the Olympians from their own 24. It's Quincy Welch back at quarterback. Play action, has time, guns it over the middle. The pass a little short, but coming back for it. And another great catch. Sullivan with the reception. We'll show you the replay. All right, that is Gilpin, actually. And you see this play. This ball is thrown a little short, but it's Gilpin able to read that football and come back and make the catch. For Gilpin, his first reception. Working against Cale Jackson, and for Welch, that's got to be a good feeling. Get some good protection and is able to connect with Gilpin for a big gain and move it into Pirate territory. Butler running left, and he is dragged down at the line. Sirocco again stringing this play out and able to track down Butler at the line. That is some terrific speed for Adrian Sirocco out of Bishop Diego High School in Santa Barbara. So another local product, roughly, for Ventura. No gain on the play. And a 2nd down and 10. 5:15 and counting remaining. Welch pop flies the far side, and it's incomplete. Looking for Gilpin again over on that far side.
Quincy Welch's pass intended for number 11, Anthony Gilpin, falls incomplete. The incompletion will bring up a 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd down and 10 for San Diego Mesa. After the big catch by Gilpin, no yardage on 1st down on the carry by Butler, and now the incompletion, and it's 3rd and long. Pirates show a 4-man front. Welch under pressure, going to be wrapped up and sacked. Back at the 45, that's a great response by the Pirate defense.
Quincy Welch.
Was that Hernandez again?
Billy Joseph. Will be spotted at the 44-yard line, a loss of 4 yards.
Looked like Billy Joseph actually coming off the edge from his outside linebacker spot. And it looked like he was largely unblocked. And so for Welch, the pocket quickly collapsed, and he had no choice but to eat the football. And the Mesa drive stalls out in Pirate territory at the Pirate 44 as Mesa will take their first charge timeout. 4:27 to go in the first half. 21-7 Ventura. You're watching Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Fourth down for San Diego Mesa. Donovan Warren on to punt. Third punt for Warren, who's had a couple of good kicks here in this first half, though one of them went back the other way for a touchdown as Vaughn took it 91 yards. This one takes a good bounce for the Pirates. Boy, it landed down back at maybe about the 20-yard line, and it ends up at the Pirate 30. That is about as big a kick back toward the kicking team as you're going to see on a punt. And this looks like the Pirates aren't even going to get much of a spot. I think that one ended up at the 31. And they're only going to give them the 30. Nonetheless, solid starting field position for the Pirates. Early in this second quarter, they led at 21-0. But San Diego Mesa has answered back with a touchdown and started to steady themselves somewhat defensively, stopping the Pirates on the last drive. Let's see what the Pirates can do here. Running room on the far side. Wick has the first down out to the 42-yard line. Brought down by Trujillo, or T-Max Niuma, excuse me. The safety moving up to finally make the stop. So Wick picks up 13 yards and immediately moves the chains. And we saw a Mesa defensive player kick the football, we'll assume inadvertently. But they did try to move it back, but now whistles will come in, the officials will spot it, and now the Pirates ready to go. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Pachot screens it out to Vaughn. Picks up a block, he's at the 45, out to the 50. Forced out of bounds in Mesa territory at the 46. Bradley Fye eventually able to force Vaughn out of bounds, but not before Vaughn moves the chains. That's a gain of 11 yards. Pirates in Mesa territory. Another good push up front. And with second effort, it's Wick getting to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Second down and 4 for the Pirates. Kicking a strength for the Pirates as well, with Alberto Arroyo returning from the 2019 team, the sophomore. But there is a lot of wind down on the field. Meanwhile, Wick finds a little lane. Down to the 31. That's a 9-yard run before he is brought down by Niuma. So Chuck Wick starting to break off chunks of yardage. Another first down for the Pirates to the 31 as we wind down to 3 minutes to go. Still plenty of time here in this first half. Back to Wick. Off tackle on the left side. Flags come in as Wick spins his way forward to the 29. But let's see if this is coming back. This is in the area where you might expect to see a hold. That looked like a good job on the left side of that offensive line, but when you see that much running room like Wick had, sometimes there's a reason, and there's the holding call. That'll back it up to the 42, where it will be second down. Excuse me, first down and 21 for the Pirates. And now whistles before the snap. Pirates starting to back themselves up. Well, you go back to the last drive for the Pirates, and they were moving. Picking up a couple of first downs, moving it into Mesa territory, but then a sack by Zito and a penalty on the play, and that was enough to stall the drive for the Pirates. This starting to feel similar. A couple of penalties here. On the left side, Kelly with the carry. Good running room again as he gets back to the 38-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. But another flag is down in the Pirate backfield. And you have the decided feeling that the Pirates are backing themselves up some more. And indeed, 3 penalties in a row for the Pirates. A hold, a false start, and now another hold. And they are back to their own 43-yard line. Well, the good news is it's still first down. The bad news is it's first and 36. I wonder what the record is for the longest first and or third and. First and 36. Play action, short pass, tipped but caught. Wanted to go back to Vaughn. And he makes the reception out to the 46. That's a gain of 3 yards. Simley able to wrap up Vaughn after the 3-yard pickup. Second down and 33 for Ventura. Meanwhile, the clock moving. 1:33 and counting. Blitz coming, quick throw, catch is made. Going back to Levante Boyd. Oh, no, it's Brady Sturdivant. Okay, Sturdivant with the catch. Sturdivant had the touchdown in the early going, a 52-yard hookup for the Pirates' first touchdown. That's his second reception here in the first half. The gain of 6 makes it 3rd down and 27, and it appears right now as though the Pirates might be satisfied to just try and run out this clock and not leave any time for Mesa to get anything going. A couple of short throws here after they set themselves back with a series of penalties. 3rd down, Pachot now looking deep, Vaughn's open, got it! In for the touchdown! Well, what do I know? Couple of short throws, and it looked like maybe the Pirates just wanted to run a little time, and then they let Vaughn loose. Gets behind the secondary again. 3 touchdowns in the first half for Terrell Vaughn. 3 touchdown passes in the first half for Pachot. And how about that answer for the Pirates? Arroyo on for the extra point. Low snap, but they get it down. Kick is up and good. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Ventura back out in front by 21, leading at 28-7. As you watch the work of Terrell Vaughn. It's Pirate football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. .44 seconds remaining here in the first half after Pachot connects with Terrell Vaughn again, giving the Pirates a 28-7 lead. Jackson, Cameron Brown back to receive the kick from Arroyo. Might be a year off for the Pirates, but they very much picking up right where they left off. This is Pirate football. As Jackson is cut down at the 16-yard line. The return of 16 yards, and now Mesa with about 40 seconds and a decision for Gary Watkins. They do have 2 timeouts, but it's a long field. And will they elect to try and make something happen here, or will they be content to head for the locker room and start again here in the second half? The Pirates did win the toss and deferred, so Ventura will have the football to start the second half. Be interested to look at the stats in the first half, because I suspect that they might tell a story of a reasonably close game in terms of a number of statistical categories. It has been big plays that the Pirates have been able to get here in this first half that has really been the difference and told the story. Butler pinballs his way forward to the 21, bouncing off tacklers, and eventually brought down after a 5-yard gain. Markel Yeast with the stop. Mesa going to be content to let the clock run down to 20 seconds. Let's see if they even choose to run another play. They don't have to. Gary Watkins will make the decision. Down to 10 seconds. Going to take a shot at one more play. Gray steps up, looking deep. Sullivan, the intended target, double coverage. No chance. On that one, Yeast in the area along with Deshaun Howell. Still 2 seconds remaining. And a 3rd and 5 for Mesa. So they can take one more shot here, see if they can make something happen.
Covering on the play for Ventura, number 21, Deshaun Howell.
Butler with the carry on the final play of this first half. And again, he is finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 3. And that'll bring the first half to a close. Ventura heads to the locker room with a 28-7 lead over San Diego Mesa. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. The Pirates will have the ball first to start the third quarter, leading at 28-7. Happy you've joined us on the VC Sports Network. A rare 4 o'clock start for Pirate football against the San Diego Mesa College Olympians. And the Pirates trying to move it to 2-0 after the impressive victory a week ago at Moore Park. Here in their home opener, the approach and the kick away. And this one angled toward the near side and out for a touchback. Nice job on the kickoff. No chance for a Pirate return. Well, in the spirit of full disclosure, we did have some internet problems here at the VC Sportsplex that naturally affected our broadcast and our ability to get it going, but managed to do so, and happy to be back here and have you join us on the VC Sports Network. But it also did affect some of the statistics here in the first half, and we don't have the stats for you from the first half just yet. We do hope to have them at some point in the second half as they also play a little bit of catch-up. As always, technical issues will crop up. It just happens. First carry of the second half, and it's Kelly ahead for a gain of 3. Kelly handled a majority of the running work here in the first half. Chuck Wick with several carries as well. It's been the two of them almost exclusively. We did see a little bit of Alex Tilley. But Kelly stepping into a more prominent role. He had 8 carries a week ago as well. Tries running left, and he is hit and dropped in the backfield. A loss on the play. That was Jonathan Vega shooting the gap and getting into the backfield. And that play blown up to the tune of a loss of 3 yards. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Pirates here on the first possession. Mesa showing blitz as Pachot, who had a big first half with 3 touchdowns, will get the play. First minute of the second half. 3-man rush. Pachot steps up, tries to dump it short, and it's incomplete. Quick 3 and out for the Pirates. Looked like Vaughn was the intended target, but he was well covered. And the Pirates go nowhere on their first possession. And if you're San Diego Mesa and you're hoping to try and get your way back into this one, that's a good start in the second half. Good stand by that Mesa defense that pitched a shutout a week ago in the win over West LA. The Pirates have dropped 28 on the board in the first half. And a lot of pressure, and this one partially blocked. Another big play on special teams, but this time it's San Diego Mesa getting good penetration on the punt from Garth White. Chris Alba again. It was Alba who had an interception in the first half, and he got in there to get a hand on it. That one taken out of the air, and a short return will set up Mesa at the 27-yard line. Well, big plays continue to be the story here in this Week 2 matchup between San Diego Mesa and Ventura College. Well, now the Olympians with a chance on a short field to get themselves back within 14 potentially. Gunnar Gray back at the controls. Owens in motion on 1st and 10. Play action, pump fake, now pop flies to the near side looking for Owens, and there's the flag. Well, I'll tell you, that's unfortunate if you're the Pirates, as that ball was angling out of bounds. I don't think Owens could make the catch. And that's where you start to hear some calls from the crowd that was uncatchable. And I got to tell you, that's not too far off base. It was Donye Dixon who had the coverage, and going to have a look there at a couple of the replays, and Emery's going to show it to us one more time here. And, Dixon just gets there a little bit late, and this is such a tough play if you're Dixon, but you see the tail end, there's no question but that there is contact there from Dixon, who just doesn't get his head around. Really ends up more or less just shoving Owens out of bounds. Now it's questionable as to whether or not Owens could have come down with that ball in bounds. It looked to me like he couldn't, but that's not going to be enough to get the call. Instead, it's a 15-yard penalty and a first down. Circling to the near side.
Ball carried by number 28, Josh Butler.
It was Butler on the carry.
Bumped out of bounds by number 88, Kyle.
A 1-yard run for Butler.
1 yard on the play. It would be 2nd and 9.
So a 2nd and 9 as Noah Araujo will return. For San Diego Mesa, they have it at the Ventura 12-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Early third quarter, and Mesa trying to get back within 14 once again. They had it at 21-7, but the Pirates able to get the late touchdown in that first half as Vaughn got behind the defense again for touchdown catch number 2. And that looms large right now as Mesa threatens here with a chance to get that touchdown back. And just think, if they don't get that big play on 3rd and long, might be talking about a 1-score game. Gray looking left now, goes back to his right and has a man in the end zone for a touchdown. Antoine Sullivan with the reception. That's touchdown catch number 3 for Sullivan on the season. And this is a great job by Gray, as we're going to watch the replay here. But it's a great job by Gray looking left and then going back to his right. And that really frees up Sullivan, who had himself in some space on that right side. 2nd touchdown pass. As Gray finds Sullivan this time, Camacho with the extra point. Up and good. San Diego Mesa gets the quick 3 and out. After the blocked punt, they take advantage of the short field. Gray to Sullivan, 28-14 Ventura College football here on the VC Sports Network. It's Adkins and Braxter back deep for the Pirates, who will need to come up with an answer here after Mesa turns them away on defense and then gets the touchdown to get back within 14. Adkins able to slip out of a tackle and get out to the 35. That's a good return by Adkins, and it sets up the Pirates with good field position. Talbot with the tackle on the return, but not before Adkins gets a return of 33 yards and sets the Pirates up at the 35. Still early in the third. Well, the Pirates have been able to answer when they've needed to in this one. And Mesa able to grab a bit of momentum with the big play on special teams and then the touchdown. And now the Pirates need to make something happen. Read option. Off tackle on the right side for Wick and a gain of a couple. Chuck Wick out to the 37. Bradley Fye moving up from his safety spot for the stop. 2nd and 8 as the Pirates come back to the line quickly. 3 wide receivers split out to the left. Ventura in the home black jerseys working it from left to right here in the third quarter. Pechot, quick throw on the right side, finds Macaluso. Sebastian Macaluso with his first reception of the game, gets out to the 41, a gain of 4, and a big 3rd down for the Pirates coming up here, a 3rd and 4. They had a 3 and out on their first possession. They absolutely do not need another 3 and out here, which would give Mesa a chance to build on this momentum if they could get off the field with another 3 and out. Quick snap, Wick through a good hole on the left side, bounces off a tackle, falls forward. A gain of 6 on 3rd and 4. That's a gutsy call and great execution on 3rd and 4. That is a lot of faith in your running game to go to Wick. It's so tempting in that situation to put the ball up. But a lot of faith in that offensive line and Chuck Wick, and they pick up a big first down. Quick bubble screen on first down. A gain of about 5. Vaughn with the reception. John Carroll eventually with the stop on Vaughn, but not before he gained 5 yards. A 2nd and 5 for the Pirates, now in Mesa territory at the Mesa 49. Peugeot, good pockets, screens it out, finds Wick. Wick bounces off a tackle, has the first down to the 43-yard line, call it the 42. Meanwhile, we have a player down, but he's up quickly for Mesa, so he will jog off the field. Vega with the tackle on Wick, but the 7-yard reception gives the Pirates another first down at the Mesa 42. Couple of first downs on this critical drive for the Pirates. Inside handoff, Wick leapfrogs a tackler. He's down to the 37. 5-yard run for Chuck Wick. Brings up 2nd down and 5. Ezra Christensen with the stop for Mesa. 2nd down and 5. And now Peugeot will slow it down slightly. Wick remains in the game, in the backfield. Again, they go to Wick on the read option. And Wick picks his way forward to the 40, a gain of a couple. Another big 3rd down coming up, a 3rd and 3 for the Pirates. Another big 3rd down. They went to Wick last series on a 3rd and 4 to pick up a first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 3. It is Wick again, trying to circle to his left, but he's hit behind the line. Down for a loss of a couple. That'll bring up 4th down. Carroll again getting back there quickly. Not much chance for Wick. T-Max Niuma coming up from his safety spot as well. That was well diagnosed by the San Diego Mesa defense. It brings up a 4th down and 5, and the Pirate offense is going to stay on the field. Last week, the Pirates on 4th down were 5 of 6 in the victory over Moore Park. This is their first 4th down attempt here today, and a false start before the snap. 4th and 5 becomes 4th and 10. North White, who had his last punt blocked, gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 18-yard line. Short kick for White, just 24 yards, but Mesa takes over with relatively poor field position. Back at their own 19-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Pirate defense needs to make a stand of their own. 8:31 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the Olympians trying to make a game of it. They were down 21-0 at one point, down 28-7 to start the 3rd quarter. But it's 28-14, and they have the football. Looks like Patterson in the backfield as Gunnar Gray, 6'4" freshman out of University City High School in San Diego. Back on with the Olympian offense. Owens in motion. Blitz coming. And the pass on the near side incomplete. Looking for Antoine Sullivan. Pass incomplete. Sullivan continues to battle Markel Yeast at Pirate secondary. And Sullivan had the touchdown reception earlier in this 3rd quarter. Already his 3rd on the young season. Speaking of touchdowns on the young season, Vaughn also with 3 receiving touchdowns on the season for the Pirates. Jackson in motion. Inside handoff and a big hole for Patterson. Into the Pirates secondary out to the 42-yard line. Finally brought down by Tuiimi, but not before Patterson rips off a run of 23 yards. That's the biggest run of the day for San Diego Mesa, and they want to move quickly. They screen it out to Jackson, looking for some blocks. Out near midfield, brought down by Callaway, but Jackson able to pick up 7 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 3. The Olympians are brimming with confidence as they start to move the football again. Movement on that offensive line. This will be a false start, and it'll back them up 5 yards and make it 2nd and 8. Well, thus far in this one, penalties have been a decidedly bigger problem for the Pirates. But that is a penalty at exactly the time that you don't want one if you're San Diego Mesa. Big run by Patterson. You got a 2nd and short. Got the Pirate defense back on their heels. But now you give them a chance to reset. 2nd and 3 becomes 2nd and 8. And that's a welcome sight. If you're a Pirate fan, give your defense a chance to settle back in. Now we're ready to go on the 2nd and 8. 4-man rush. They set up the screen. Running room on the near side. Butler able to get to midfield. Went out of bounds at the Pirate 49. Just shy of a 1st down, so it's 3rd and 1. Another massive 3rd down in this matchup. This time it's San Diego Mesa trying to keep the momentum, trailing at 28-14. Pistol formation. Gray with the snap. Running left side, 1st down, yardage and more for San Diego Mesa as Butler even eventually breaks out of that group of Pirate tacklers, but the ball had been blown dead at the 44. It's a pickup of 5 yards and a San Diego Mesa 1st down. But it shows you what a load Josh Butler is. Gets the call here, and he is dragged down. A gain of a yard. Sirocco again getting into the backfield. What a great tackle on Josh Butler, who just clearly demonstrated how difficult he is to bring down. And it was Sirocco who wrapped him up by the legs and took him down after a gain of just a yard. 2nd down and 9 for San Diego Mesa. And again, it's worth noting, it's windy down on the field. And I think it's yet another example of how well the quarterbacks have played on both sides. Both teams have thrown the ball well. And it's a very windy day down on the field here at Ventura. Jackson in motion, blitz coming. They try to screen it out and do. Patterson knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and it brings up another big 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 2. That was well diagnosed by Gunnar Gray, who checked down and got it to Patterson. And Patterson looked for a moment like he might have a lot of running room. But he was knocked out of bounds after a gain of 7 yards, shy of the 1st down marker. So 3rd and 2 now for the Olympians, who will go to a double tight end set. They'll overload the right side. Gray from the pistol. Patterson trying to bounce it outside, taken out of the backfield again. It's Sirocco again. Well, a week ago, it was linebacker Drew Carter who was the Defensive Player of the Week for the Pirates. And I don't have a vote, Lord knows, but I don't see how, if you're talking about Defensive Player of the Week right now, it can't be Adrian Sirocco. He has been outstanding. Another tackle for a loss there. Mesa going to line up to go for it here on 4th down. This is what would be a 54-yard field goal, so something of a non-starter there, and they'll go for it on 4th and 3. Gilpin in motion. Gray looking right, quick out, off the hands of Gilpin and incomplete. The Pirate defense makes a stand. 4:38 remaining in the third quarter. For the third time this game, Mesa turns it over on downs, and the Pirates will get it back at the 37-yard line. Well, a couple of big plays, but the Pirate defense here today has been great. If you think back to it, San Diego Mesa, a couple of touchdowns in this game, but both on short fields. Off the interception by Alba, off the blocked punt. Both times they took over just inside the Ventura 30-yard line. And those are the 2 touchdowns. But overall, when the Pirates have needed to, they have been able to stand up and keep San Diego Mesa out of scoring position. Neuma on the stop after a 9-yard run. 2nd down and 1 after Kelly with a little help from the guys up front. Quick pitch and catch and a 1st down for the Pirates. That'll move the chains. Isaiah Isaac with the reception. That's his first catch of the game. As Pichot continues to spread it around, Willie Blanco finally on the stop after Isaac made a couple of moves but couldn't find any running room. Quick screen. They wanted to go back to Isaac, and that one off the mark by Pichot. 2nd down and 10 from the Mesa 46-yard line. Alex Tilley in the game in the backfield for the Pirates. Play action. Pass complete to Sturtevant, who takes a big hit, but holds onto the football down to the 39. On the stop, it was Quino Makahili, and he laid a big hit on Sturtevant. Good job by Sturtevant to secure that ball. 2nd and short, and this one blown up early. It's going to be a loss on the play. Vaughn going to take a loss back to the 46. Makahili back in the action again. That was another good hit on Vaughn, but that play was just well diagnosed. They tried a quick screen to Vaughn, and Mesa on it quickly. A loss on the play of 7 yards makes it 3rd and 10. Should say 4th and 10, as that was 3rd down. So again, the Pirates get a couple of 1st downs, but can go no further against this Mesa defense that has had a very good 3rd quarter. Forcing another punt. White gets this one away. Short kick, angled toward the far sideline. This one takes a good Pirate bounce and will roll dead at the 9-yard line. That's a 33-yard punt for Garth White. And poor field position for San Diego Mesa with 2:31 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the score 28-14 in favor of Ventura. You know, the Pirates just can't seem to shake this San Diego Mesa squad. Finding a way to hang around. They've had a good 3rd quarter. Able to keep the Pirates out of the scoring column. They've gotten themselves back to within 14, but they've got a long field here as they take over at the 9-yard line. Gray at the controls. Quick throw on the far sideline, complete to Sullivan. Sullivan starting to pile up the catches. Unofficially, I've got him with 6. That's a very unofficial number. 5-yard gain on the Sullivan reception brings up 2nd down and 5. Gray with the handoff, left side. And a gain of a couple of yards out to the 16. Butler met by a group of Pirate tacklers led by Travis Calloway. Another all-conference returner from the 2019 squad. Calloway had a fantastic season back in 2019, and he is back as a leader on this defensive unit that's off to a great start here in 2021. Moore Park with just 5 points in the victory in week 1, and this is a good performance, as we alluded to early in the third quarter. Mesa with a couple of touchdowns, but both off of short fields. So this Pirate defense has been very good again. Third down, and they try on the near side looking for Arajo, but the coverage was excellent. That was Hernandez that looked back, dropping back from the defensive line and getting in that passing lane. And that became a very difficult pass for Gunnar Gray to try to drop it into Arajo. No room for that football. And now it's the Pirate defense that forces a quick 3-and-out, and the Pirates should get it back with very good field position late in the third quarter. 28-14 the score. Donovan Warren back in punt formation. Terrell Vaughn, who's already taken one to the house, waits at his own 42-yard line. Warren angles this one out of bounds away from Vaughn. Down goes an official. And we'll wait and see. It looks like he should be okay. It was a non-contact. And now they're going to take a quick look at him on the near side. So we'll let them have a look. Hard to see what happens. It was not a collision, but one of the officials did go down on the near side, so they will tend to him. Meanwhile, the football went out at the Ventura 45-yard line. That's a kick of 39 yards with no return. We'll step aside. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. The Pirates with a 28-14 lead, but they have the ball in the red zone. 2nd and 2 from the 17-yard line of San Diego Mesa. The Pirates will send 3 wide receivers to the near side. They'll work it from right to left here in the fourth quarter. Kelly flanking Pachot. 2nd and 2, and they go to Kelly up the middle. He is dragged down near the first down marker. Ezra Christensen coming off the edge, able to wrap him up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 1 for Ventura. Another critical 3rd down. And what has turned out to be an entertaining ball game here between Ventura College and San Diego Mesa. Still in doubt here early in the fourth. 14-point game. Kelly finds a little hole. Down to the 13. The 3-yard run on 3rd and 1 will move the chains. Christensen again on the stop. So the Pirates get a fresh set of downs. They'll have it at the 13, 1st and 10. Kevin Tate solo to the near side. Vaughn in the slot. And looking for Tate on the fade, and it's incomplete. Flags are down on the play. And it's roughing the passer. It looked like Tate was working against Owen Usini. Nope, that was Andrew Trevelyan. Andrew Trevelyan locked up with Tate, and the coverage was good, but it doesn't matter, as the roughing the passer call will give the Pirates a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line of San Diego Mesa. Chuck Wick on in the backfield. And it's Wick trying to circle outside, thrown for a big loss. Ezra Christensen continues to live in that Pirate backfield. They'll spot it at the 12. That's a loss of 6 for Chuck Wick. And that's a big-time play by that Mesa defense. As Christensen able to get to Wick for a big loss. 2nd and goal now from the 12. Dual setbacks. Wick with the carry. Little stutter step in the backfield. 2nd effort gets him to the 8-yard line, a gain of 4, where it'll be 3rd down and goal. Bradley Fye, Christensen teaming up on the stop. The Pirates will now face a 3rd and goal from the 8, 3 wide receivers to the left. 4-man rush. Pachot, good pocket, steps up, back of the end zone. What a catch! Touchdown, Pirates! That was Gavin Brasker on the reception. Gonna give you a couple of looks at this one, and watch Brasker get up for this. That is unbelievable. I'm gonna give you another look. Couple of looks at this one, certainly. And for Brasker, that's his first reception of the day. What a time, and what a catch. For Pachot, touchdown pass number 4. 12:55 remaining in the ballgame. Ventura strikes back. They lead at 35-14. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network.
Deep to receive the kickoff, number 14, Cameron Brown, and number 87, Brody Schicker.
Cameron Brown, Brody Schicker back deep for San Diego Mesa. And the Pirates with another big answer. Mesa creeps back a little closer, but the Pirates come up with another touchdown. This time, Pachot finding Brasker on a tremendous catch at the back of the end zone. And the lead back out to 35-14. Brown takes it to the 27. And that's where Mesa will get it going. 12:44 remaining in the ball game. Another full slate of games in the 3C2A this Saturday. Most of them happening as we speak, getting going as we speak. Again, this was an earlier start, 4 o'clock. Try to give you some early scores from some of those other games, of course, here at SoCal College Sports. We're out at Antelope Valley College as well here tonight. So a couple of games for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Thrilled that you've joined us here today from the VC Sportsplex for the Pirates home opener, the return of Pirate football here in 2021. We're thrilled to be back, and the Pirates have put on a show. And they are getting a stern test from a very solid San Diego Mesa club who fell behind early, but they have not gone away in this one. Whistles before the snap. So the false start penalty will back up San Diego Mesa. It'll be 1st and 15.
First and 15 from the 22-yard line.
Pirates showing blitz. Now they'll drop off. And the throw into double coverage looking for Owens. Nearly picked off by James Tuiimi. Boy, that was almost trouble for Gray. As he tried to squeeze it in, Tuiimi was right there along with Navarro. The Pirates had that one well covered. It's 2nd and 15 as Mesa dodges a bullet. Both teams only one turnover each in this one. It's been a pretty clean game. Quick throw over the middle. That one nearly picked off the hands of Sullivan. Navarro again there on the coverage. And Navarro, a linebacker, but really excels, you can see, in coverage. A lot of quickness. And he was in on the last couple of plays. And now it's 3rd down and 15. And Gray looking left, heaves the far side, and that one is nearly picked off. He was looking for Brody Schicker, but he was well covered on that far side. As that was Dijon Howe was on the coverage, and he had Schicker blanketed. 3 and out for San Diego Mesa. And they will have to punt it away with 12:33 remaining. And the Pirates starting to close in on this one. They have had a hard time shaking this Mesa ball club, but it's a 21-point lead, and they're getting the ball back. Time starting to click down. Down goes Donovan Warren. A lot of contact. This is going to draw a penalty, and Warren is slow to get up. Looks like he is favoring that left leg. And that was a big-time collision. We're going to watch this one more time. And you know, okay, they're going to pick up the flag, which is Donovan Warren. Insult meet injury. Thankfully, and you hope that that's not literal for Donovan Warren, as he was able to get up and hobble and make his way off the field. But that was a lot of contact, but obviously the call there is that was inadvertent. Perhaps the defender blocked into the kicker. But they pick up the flag. The football ends up at the Ventura 43-yard line after the kick from Warren. So no penalty on the play. The Pirates will have the ball. 12:22 remaining in the game. Santa Barbara with a 23-21 win over West LA, San Diego Mesa's opponent last week. The 2-point win for Santa Barbara. San Mateo, a winner again in the north. 41-0 over College of the Sequoias. And San Mateo, a powerhouse in the NCFA. Coming off a championship game appearance in the last football championship in 2019, which we had the great pleasure of bringing you on SoCalCollegeSports.com, a Riverside win. But San Mateo loaded again. Late flags come in on the run by Wick. And let's see what the call is here. Wick knocked out of bounds near midfield at about the 48-yard line after a 5-yard run. Again, our referee today, Jay Drury. And we will await the call.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on 22 defense.
So it's a personal foul call against San Diego Mesa going against Bradley Phi. So Wick's 5-yard run followed by the 15-yard penalty, and the ball ends up at the Mesa 38-yard line. Pirates looking to go a long way toward potentially salting this one away. They can come up with a touchdown here. Wick, off tackle on the right side, stood up after a gain of a couple, out to the 36. Ryan Sanford with the tackle on Wick after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8 for the Pirates. So they'll start to slow it down somewhat, as always operating from the no huddle, but now Pichot will look to that far sideline. In no particular hurry, the clock moves at 11:32 and counting remaining in the ballgame. Has the snap, gives to Kelly, able to stiff arm a man in the backfield. In the end, no gain on the play. That was blown up early by the Mesa defense. Vega eventually on the stop, but the Olympians able to get into the backfield and upset that play from the outset, and Kelly was in all kinds of trouble. Did a good job just to get back to the line. 3rd down and 8, down to 11 minutes remaining in the game. Blitz coming. Deep drop. Pichot with time. Over the middle. Broken up. Incomplete. That was great coverage. It looked to me like he was looking for Ashton Arnold. And I can't tell if that was, I believe it was Kuino Makiheli. And that was a great job working one-on-one against Arnold. 4th down for the Pirates from the 36. They will line up to go for it. Snap to Pichot, another blitz coming. Again, good protection. All kinds of running room for Pichot at the 20, 15, 10, 5. He'll take it in for a touchdown. Well, the headline with Pichot isn't necessarily what he could do with his feet, but that was a terrific run. That was great recognition as San Diego Mesa came with the blitz, and Pichot rolled away from pressure and then saw nothing but open field on that right side, took it down the far sideline all the way for the touchdown. So it's 4 touchdown passes and now a touchdown run for Pichot. Extra point tacked on by Arroyo. 10:33 to go in the ball game, and the Pirates push it out to a 42-14 lead on the VC Sports Network. Brown and Schicker waiting deep. 10:33 remaining in the game. And the Pirates, with a couple of touchdowns, have opened up their largest lead at 28, 42-14. This is Brown angling back to his left and brought down at the 21. A return of 21 yards. And the Olympians will go on offense. Let's see if it's Gunnar Gray again or if we see a little bit more of Quincy Welch. We've seen both of them. But it's been Gray entirely in the second half, and no sooner do I say that, here is Quincy Welch. So Welch back at the controls. He's a freshman out of Austin, Texas. And again, both of these quarterbacks figure prominently in the plans for San Diego Mesa here in 2021. Gary Watkins says that they expect a lot out of both of them, and they both bring a lot to the table. Pass from Welch complete to Schicker out to the 28-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by C.J. Hodgdon. C.J. Hodgdon. Trying to get used to some of the pronunciations on the new team this year. A lot of new players, of course, for the Pirates. Designed roll. Welch's pass is picked off. Danye Dixon. Dixon weaving down the near side. He's still on his feet at the 15. Finally brought down inside the 10. Give you the replay here. And for Welch, and we haven't said this much today, but this might have just been an ill-advised throw. And again, Dixon does a great job of settling down in coverage, and I don't think Welch saw him as he throws on the run. And Dixon steps in front of that one. A good return all the way back to the 8-yard line. And for the Pirates, an opportunity to tack some points on here. 9:54 to go, and they have it first and goal. More scores from the north. San Francisco, a 45-0 win over Sacramento City earlier today. Handoff left side, in for another touchdown. Andrew Tilley. Correct that. I believe I said Andrew Tilley, but it's Alex Tilley. Make sure that I have that right. And Tilley, the sophomore out of Oxnard. Good push on that left side as he just goes off tackle, left side. Nearly untouched into the end zone. It's an 8-yard run for Alex Tilley. And for the Pirates, another touchdown pushes the lead to 48-14. Extra point up and good. So what had been a 14-point game early in the fourth, the Pirates have managed to break it open. 3 unanswered touchdowns in the lead now 49-14 after Alex Tilley takes it in from 8 yards out, all set up by the interception by Danye Dixon. American River, big winner over Chabot, 69-7. Merced earlier today, a big win over Los Medanos, 54-7. Kick away, heading down the near sideline into the end zone. This will be a touchback. Nice job angling that one away. No return. And Mesa will start from the 25 with 9:54 to go. Just underway in Antelope Valley. That's our other game here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley hosting Victor Valley. And it's the Marauders with the early 14-0 lead. And after the series from Quincy Welch. They'll go back to Gunnar Gray at quarterback. Will the Olympians, they keep it on the ground on first down. Big collision. Daniel Latanka with his first carry. Kobe Maddox laying the lumber with the big hit on Latanka. Latanka, an interesting week last week. He had the first carry of the game for San Diego Mesa, and it was a 62-yard touchdown run, and that was Latanka's last carry in the game. Pretty good stat line. One carry for 62 yards and a touchdown. So that was his second carry of the season. And he is met by Maddox after a gain of 3 yards. 2nd down and 7, back to Latanka. Running right, tripped up at the 42, or I should say the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 3rd down and 4. C.J. Hogden on the stop.
3 yards to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 3.
Latanka remains the lone setback, 3 wide receiver set. 8:45 and counting. Play action to Latanka. Pass complete to Arajo, who hurdles a tackler at the 40. Tripped up at the 41. Give Hogden credit for the stop. Noah Arajo is an interesting story. In my conversation with Gary Watkins this week, we went through some of the players on the team, and he was introducing me to some of the players we were likely to see in our phone conversation. And as I prepared to move on to the next group, it was Gary Watkins who said, hey, what about the tight ends? And he wanted to talk about Noah Arajo and what a tremendous young player he is and what he means to this offense. And we have seen that for Arajo with a couple of catches here. Pass over the middle, complete into Pirate territory. That was Deshaun Owens working over the middle down to the 32-yard line. Maybe it was all my years of covering the Pirates, and I wasn't so ready to talk about the tight ends. But that was, we definitely wanted to get to Noah Arajo, and you can see why, as he is a focal part of this offense. Cale Patterson on the carry down to the 26. That is a gain of 6 yards for Patterson, and a 2nd down and 4. As Mesa putting together a drive midway through the 4th, after the Pirates have really dominated thus far in the 4th quarter. Looking for Sullivan. Flags come out. It's going to be another pass interference call. Sullivan working one-on-one against Sadarin Vinson. And Vinson had pretty good coverage. We're going to give you a look at the replay here, and just too much contact, I think, if you're Sadarin Vinson. And it's going to bring the penalty. So a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Will move it into the red zone.
First and 10 San Diego from the Ventura 11-yard line.
So they'll place the football at the Ventura 11. And wind the clock, 7:24 remaining in the ball game. 3 wide receivers to the left. Patterson cuts it back and lowers the shoulder down to the 7. 5-yard run for Cale Patterson brings up 2nd down and 5 from the 7. Giovanni Rodriguez with the tackle. This drive started back at the Mesa 25-yard line. The big play, the reception over the middle by Deshaun Owens. Thus far in the drive, Patterson running right, and he is brought down. A loss on the play. Little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Initial contact on the play made by number 15,
Adrian Sirocco again on the stop. He has had a big game defensively for the Pirates. Another tackle for a loss. That'll go down as a 1-yard loss for Cale Patterson, and it will make it 3rd down and 6 from the 8. Interested to see if Gary Watkins is thinking 4 plays here. Does he want the touchdown, or ultimately with the game decided at this point, midway through the 4th and a 49-14 score, does he give Dominic Camacho a chance for a field goal? We'll see. Gray backing up, throws into the end zone, open for a touchdown. Vinson with the reception. So Gray finds Anthony Gilpin in the back of the end zone. This is a great play by Gunnar Gray, who backs up, gives himself a little bit of time, lets Gilpin make his move at the back of the end zone and catch that football for an Olympian touchdown. It's a good response by San Diego Mesa. After the Pirates had really pulled away in this 4th quarter, they go 75 yards and cap it off as Gray finds Gilpin for the touchdown. 49-21 the score, 5:56 to go in the ball game. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Mesa set to kick off, and they'll send this one deep. Pirates had to at least be somewhat concerned about the possibility of an onside kick. Hands team on the field, and that one will go for a touchback. So the Pirates will take over from the 25, 5:56 remaining in the ball game. Next week, the Pirates are at El Camino. Our next broadcast of Ventura football will be in 2 weeks, as the Pirates will be home to take on Chaffey College. Of course, you can always check our full schedule by heading to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. And as always, you can search all of our upcoming broadcasts by going to our channel on YouTube. Search SoCal College Sports 1, and it will send you to our page where you can see any of the players for our upcoming broadcast. 9-yard run on first down. Alex Tilley remains in the game in the backfield. Another solid run for Tilley. Give him 8 yards, call it 2nd down and 2. I'm trying to double check if that's a change at quarterback. Might be seeing Walea here, as Pachot might have finished his day, and indeed, that looks to me like it is Walea.
Quarterback, number 18, Georges.
All right, yeah, it's not Vince Walea. It's number 18, Zachary Georges. Big hole up the middle. Into the secondary. It's Alex Tilley. This is a great hole up front for Tilley, and watch him explode through and into the secondary. And Wick and Kelly have both had their moments, but Alex Tilley has been as good as anybody carrying the football here today. He takes it all the way to the Mesa 43-yard line. So Georges will bring him to the line. And they'll go right back to the ground game. Trying to chew up the clock. Did that football pop out? San Diego Mesa pointing as if they have it. But I think the ruling going to be down by contact, and it will remain Pirate football. Tilly stopped for no gain. But the Pirates content to run as much time off the clock as they can. 49-21, the Pirates poised to move to 2-0 on the young season, as they will head back on the road next week and be at El Camino. Hand off to Tilly, dragging a tackler to the 39. That's a 4-yard run for Tilly. It was Ryan Sanford who finally was able to ride him to the ground, but not before Tilly carried him for about 4 yards. 3rd down and 6, and will Georgia's put the football up here. Or will Steve Mushagian be content to keep it on the ground and run a little more time? Here's the snap, and it's Tilly who will get the call. Runs into a wall, no gain on the play. Finally pushed back at the 39, where it'll be 4th down and 6. And Chris Alba, who has had a very good game today as well with the interception. And he got a piece blocking the punt early in the 3rd quarter that led to another Mesa touchdown. And it's interesting, Alba is a player that Gary Watkins talked about when talked about Alba in terms of what a guy like sophomore Sean Moskowitz means to this team. Sean Moskowitz, one of the few returning sophomores on this Mesa defense, and said that what Moskowitz means to a talented group of linebackers coming in as freshmen, so important for this Mesa defense. And guys like Alba who are bring a lot of talent into this defense really benefit from what Moskowitz is able to impart to them from his experience at the college level. And they look ahead to a stronger unit as this season goes on, and looking ahead even to next year. Timeout on the field with 2:25 remaining, and the Pirates facing a 4th down and 6 from the Mesa 39-yard line. I want to thank Art Gilbreth on camera today. Our broadcast today being directed by Emery Johnson. Of course, our broadcast produced by Mike Cepeda. My special thanks to Rick Ruffinelli, acting as a spotter for me today. I appreciate his help. Of course, Jimmy Walker, athletic director here at Ventura College. And Jimmy helps to make this possible as Georgia's is hit and dropped for a sack by Christensen. So that'll give it back to Mesa at the 45-yard line, as this time it's the Pirates who turn it over on downs. And we thank Jimmy for bringing us out, making this possible here from Ventura College, as we look forward to bringing you all of the Pirate home games this season. And, of course, we're going to expand a little bit this year. We'll have some coverage of volleyball and soccer and basketball as well, so we're thrilled to continue our association with Ventura College. Very proud to be part of that team. Thanks to both coaches, Steve Mushagian, of course, taking some time to talk to us this week as we learn about the new batch of Pirate players here in 2021. And there's a lot of returning players and a lot of incoming talent. It's an exciting year for Pirate football upcoming, no question. And special thanks to Gary Watkins as well, who took some time this week to talk to us, San Diego Mesa head coach. And it was a pleasure to talk to Gary for a little while this week and learn a little bit more about this talented young San Diego Mesa team that will fall to 1-1 here today, but can look ahead to some bright things this upcoming season. We'll be off next week at SoCalCollegeSports.com. No games next week, but we'll have a full slate of games for you in a couple of weeks. Among those, Pirate fans look for the Pirates to return to action against Chaffey College here from the VC Sportsplex, and we will have that game for you, and we're looking forward to it. It's an exciting team that the Pirates have here in 2021, and, of course, it's thrilling just to have Pirate football back on the field. We're happy you've joined us here tonight. Coming down to 90 seconds remaining in this one. And Ventura getting a little scare in the third quarter, but great response in that fourth quarter to pull away for a 49-21 lead. At this point, Mesa maybe trying to tack something on here late if they can. Inside handoff and a gain of perhaps a yard. Ball comes out late, but it's blown dead. And that was Junior Akintunde on the carry. So the 3-yard run for Akintunde was good enough for a first down as we wind under a minute to go. They keep it on the ground, and it's Akintunde. And Akintunde gets down to the 37-yard line. Cale Jackson able to move up for the stop. 7-yard run for Akintunde. We'll make it 2nd and 3, but we'll see if Mesa wants to run another play down to 20 seconds. They may elect to just let this one run out. They'll line up to perhaps run one more. They might have to. We don't have the play clock here. Down to 7 seconds. And this will be the final play, and it'll be Akintunde straight ahead. Down inside the 30 to the 28. But it's academic at this point, as it's now a final. Ventura College opens their 2021 home schedule with a win over San Diego Mesa, 49-21, the final score. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, thank you so much for joining us. So long, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.